Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store highlights episode. That's SSH version 12232024. It is our second to last episode of 2024, and I was a bit surprised at the volume for this week's episode. We have 62 new or updated applications, mostly new. That's the big odd part of this one, for a late December release. 4 compatibility updates, 1 downgrade, we'll verify that during the episode, 8 fixes, 5 ghost applications, we'll verify those during the episode too, 4 highlights, only 4, 10 minor updates, and look at this everybody, 26 new releases, and this isn't like a ServiceNow, I think there might be a ServiceNow app in there, but 26 new releases at the end of December. I was really surprised, and 4 release notes fail. So let's jump right in. We'll click on the episode here and we'll get started. All right, so for those compatibility updates, again, we have 4 of them. Neuron 7.ai core app, Safe Asset Connector, Security Scorecard for Security Incident Response, and Tanium Vulnerability Response Integration. All were compatibility updates to Xanadu. There was 1 downgrade. Let's just click on that real quick and make sure that it is still in a downgraded state, and it is. It was at version 3.70, and now we're at 3.1.0, and that is Expert Flow Cisco Contact Center UCCX, PCCE, and UCCE. Was downgraded from 3.7 to 3.10. We did have 5, no, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. We have 8 fixes. PagerDuty for customer service management, and it looks like the whole Service Bridge application and their dependencies were updated for some fixes. Service Bridge Base, Service Bridge for consumers, Service Bridge for providers, Service Bridge order management for providers, Service Bridge remote process sync transport, and transporter. All of those related to the Service Bridge. And then lastly, Value Tracker was one of our fixes for the episode. 5 ghost applications. Let's check out those. Make sure they are still ghost apps. The first one is, and that's Genpact Digital Health, has been removed from the store. Same for Genpact Lending as a Service, has been removed from the store. And then lastly, Genpact Source to Pay as a Service. So all 3 of those from Genpact LLC were removed from the store. Then we have Tenable Service Graph Connector for Tenable for Assets was removed from the store, and then the Tenable Connector was removed from the store. So both Tenables and Genpact LLC applications were removed or disappeared from the store. We did have 10 minor updates. We'll check those out here real quick. Checksmarks 1 vulnerability integration, Cognito app for vulnerability response, Expert Flow Cloud Contact Center voice chat and social media, Healthcare and Life Sciences Service Management Core, Patient Support Services, Recorded Future for Vulnerability Response, Tasker, Tenable for ITSM, Tenable.ot for Vulnerability Response, and Xert ID Identity Management, IAM, and IGA. All were minor updates for this episode. And lastly, on the rundown here, we have 4 release notes fails. If you haven't seen or heard an episode before, a release note fail means that there are no release notes, repeated release notes, or a description of the app, I'm seeing that a lot lately, as release notes. It's a fail because admins who are administering applications in their instance need to know what to update it so they know what to test when they update these applications for their users. So if you can't bother to put in release notes, it's a fail, and I'm going to call it a fail on the episode. Those 4 this week are Crow Cyber Economic Risk Analyzer, Gen AI Observer, Safe Breach Security Visibility, and Vonage Contact Center were the release note fails for this episode. And now let's get into the good stuff. 26 new releases. I'm just blown away. Usually we don't see this many new releases unless it's from ServiceNow, and actually there is not a ServiceNow one on the list, so they are all third-party new releases. First on the list, Agile Story Monitor, uncover hidden bottlenecks, accelerate development. Key features: Agile Story Monitor is an advanced application that offers seamless tracking of development stories as they move through key stages like draft, in progress, on hold, testing, and completed. It automatically calculates the time spent in each stage, presenting average durations and a clear, actionable report. This tool helps teams quickly identify bottlenecks and inefficiencies, enabling data-driven decisions to streamline development processes and deliver faster results. They did give us some screenshots. First screenshot is a monthly screenshot, they're calling it, but it's showing the story report of all the different months and then a breakdown, or a stack, I guess you'd say, of the status for those stories. And then the average duration for for that. For the completion of, I guess, the entire stack is showing on the left-hand side. Next screenshot is the menu for Agile Story, showing the Agile Story Monitor module, application module with story reports and initial setup. Next screenshot is showing a scheduled script execution for the Agile Story Monitor application called Generate Metrics from History. And then we're back to the original screenshot of the dashboard showing the stacked horizontal or vertical bars. And that's what's new from Royal Cyber Inc. Our second new release is going to be Anecdotes GRC Data Engine, evidence collection for continuous control monitoring and auditing. Key features: fetch evidence, fetch metadata for each evidence, display instance details as an attachment or tabular format based on evidence type, display violated rules and messages for the evidence, attaching evidence records to existing ServiceNow GRC table records, control objective, and policies table. Let's scroll back up for the screenshots here. First one is an evidence record showing the Okta MFA policies and an evidence data table. Next screenshot is showing the evidence name for Google. Next screenshot is showing the subpage with an attachment for Confluence Cloud. And then we're back to the original screenshot of the Okta MFA policies. And that is what's new from the team at Anecdotes. Our next new release is going to be Bocata Resolve, actionable insights into all your backup providers. Key features: define the backup servers that you want to be monitored, use out-of-the-box remediations and or define your own, a single view of all your backup jobs via Bocata Enterprise with support for 40 plus backup and storage applications, create rules to automate actions when job failures occur, example restart job without logging into the vendor's backup console, integrates with change management and other ITSM processes to provide context to facilitate remediation. MSP Ready enables support for multiple customers across multiple technologies in a single view, and reporting that utilizes Report Writer and Flow. We do have screenshots for this one too. First up is a workspace showing Bocata Resolve and a really nicely laid out dashboard, I guess you'd call it, on the home page of the workspace. We've got things like new job failures, remediated job failures, ignored job failures, successful jobs, success rate, data volume, and then complementary graphs and charts below those KPIs. Next screenshot is showing a list of job failures in the list view in the workspace. Next screenshot is showing a failed job record and a form in the workspace. Next one is the dashboard showing a warning: a connection to a resolved data source has been lost. And then there's a details button you can click on. And then we're back to the workspace. So that is the new application from Bocata LLC. Our next new release is going to be CSCRM from ServiceNow and EY. EY Supply Chain Risk Management boosts efficiency, reduces risk, and ensures compliance. Key features on the functional side: request, pre-screen assessment, impact and rapid assessment, deep dive assessment, mitigation and risk management framework integration, and monitoring. Technical features: TPRM for initial profiling, proprietary EY Bretta and public sources to create a scaled inherent risk profile, TPRM survey engine and supplier portal to enhance risk assessment with additional data, and App Engine to add unsupported risk domains. And I usually pronounce the acronyms. I didn't for some reason. TPRM stands for Third Party Risk Management. No screenshots on this one, so we'll move on to our next new application, which will be Catalog Compliance Checker. Automate compliance and optimize performance. Key features: this app reports the catalog items that have a large number of variables, catalog client scripts, UI policies, and UI policy actions in a well-defined report. There's a screenshot for Catalog Design Standardization Report. They've got the UI policies tab selected, and it's showing a list of catalogs. I think they mean catalog items, because what I'm seeing on the screen, with more than 20 UI policies. Next screenshot is the UI actions, so list of catalog items with more than 20 UI actions. Same thing for client scripts, and same thing for variables, but more than 50 variables instead of more than 20. And that's the screenshot, and that's what's new from Royal Cyber Inc. The next one is also from Royal Cyber Inc., and it's called Catalog IQ, Intelligent Insights to Optimize Catalog Performance. Key features: the Catalog IQ for ServiceNow provides an in-depth view of how service catalogs are being utilized within your organization. With a simple and intuitive dashboard, this app identifies the top 10 most used and least used catalogs, offering actionable insights to optimize service fulfillment and system performance. For the most used catalogs, the app shows requests submitted over various time periods, enabling efficient resource allocation. For the least used catalogs, it helps determine which ones can be removed or replaced, enhancing system maintainability. Looks like they did include some screenshots for this one too. First one is going to be Catalog IQ Intelligent Insights to optimize catalog performance, showing the least used catalog items. Next one showing the most used catalog items. Next one showing the used only once catalog items. I love this. This is great. And then we're back to our first screenshot there. So that's what's new from the team at Royal Cyber Inc. And the next one is from Royal Cyber Inc. I've had it narrated to the catalog. Catalog Pulse. Collect instant feedback to optimize your service catalog. Key features. One-click feedback submission directly from the service catalog. Centralized feedback management with tracking from submission to resolution. Increased user management by keeping users informed on the status of their feedback. Faster identification of bugs or design issues leading to quicker improvements. And enhanced service catalog design and adoption based on real-time user insights. Again, we have some screenshots. First one is the feedback type of bug enhancement or general feedback. There's room for an attachment, a short description, and a submit button. Next one is showing please provide your input and comment, exclamation, 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 and an OK button. So it's basically a pop-up modal if someone didn't actually leave a comment. Third screenshot is saying after you submit the feedback, it's saying thank you for contacting us with some more exclamation points. And then we're back to the first screenshot showing the catalog feedback. And that's what's new from the team at Royal Cyber Inc. All right, next up is not from Royal Cyber. This is going to be CMS Work Order Incidents Integration from Facility Survey LLC, the best cloud-based computerized maintenance management software, or CMMS, purpose-built for healthcare system professionals. Key features. When incidents are created that meet specific criteria configured by the customer within the scoped application, incident data is sent to the FSI CMS system. Once the work order has been completed within CMS, the CMS system returns the resolution information from the CMS system to ServiceNow and updates the incident with this information. The state of the incident is also updated to a closed state. Additionally, if comments/notes are added to the work order within the FSI CMS system, they are also reflected in the work notes of the incident. We do have screenshots for this one. The first screenshot is showing the integration configuration page, setting up the integration. The second screenshot is showing the system activity or work notes of the integration user taking activity on the actual record. And the next screenshot is showing the application menu for CMS work order incident integration. And then we're back to the initial integration configuration page screenshot. And that's what's new from Facility Services LLC. Our next new application is Cognizant Neuro IT, automate ongoing operations, reduce risk, and drive cost efficiencies. Key features on the functional side: predictive incident detection, holistic timely event capture, visibility, single pane of glass, reports and relevant metrics, intelligent triage, RCA shortlist, and resolution suggestions, and technical features, observability engine, AI ops/correlation engine, automation remediation engine, and system of record. There are no screenshots on this one, so that's what's new from the team at Cognizant Technology Solutions US Corporation. Next up is Domain Search Central, streamlined domain search automation. Key features: it is a powerful ServiceNow application that simplifies the process of checking domain availability directly from within the platform. Users can specify a desired domain name and instantly verify its availability. If the domain name is unavailable, the solution provides intelligent alternative suggestions. For added flexibility, users can configure the application to connect with their preferred third-party domain checking service. This application helps companies secure domain names without leaving the ServiceNow environment. There are screenshots on this one. First one, it looks like a portal view showing a domain name form where you can enter google.com, for example, and check availability. It provides a status of registered and then other available domains. And strangely enough, google.com is at the top of that list. This is kind of weird. Next screenshot is searching for get-google.net, and it's showing as available. Next screenshot is a flow execution record showing the viewing suggestion string pop-up box. Next up is the domain checker action step where they're putting the domain name in and obviously executing some code after that. And then we're back to our first screenshot of entering the domain name on the portal. And that's what's new from, it's Royal Cyber Inc. again with another new application for Domain Search Central. All right. Next new application, Embrava Workplace Reservations, the all-in-one desk sign solution for flexible work. Key features: display WSD or Workspace Service Delivery workspace reservations on digital signage mounted at the workspace. Allow your users to quickly identify available workspaces when they arrive at the floor through our LED bar. Green available, orange awaiting check-in, and red checked in. Allow your users to easily create a workspace reservation by tapping their security badge on their desk sign mounted at the workspace. Well, that's pretty cool. They do have screenshots. First one is actually it's a picture showing this device on a looks like a felt board, maybe separating a desk, and showing that the North Wing Desk A1 for Jennifer Citizen is reserved until 10:30 a.m. Next photo is a man putting his security badge up to the reader that is currently green. So I guess he's checking into his desk. Next screenshot shows a group of desks with a woman reaching towards the reader to, I guess, check in to her desk. Next one is a zoomed in screenshot or a picture of a checkout reservation. So the device is red, showing that John Citizen is sitting there until 8:57 p.m. and someone has their hand in front of it with a security badge. And the next screenshot is showing all the desk assigned states. So there's green, I'm colorblind, this is gonna be fun. Green, red, orange, and purple. I'm gonna guess purple on the last one. I could be wrong. Don't give me a hard time in the comments if I'm wrong, because I am colorblind. And then we're back to our first screenshot for this new application from Embrava USA Incorporated. Next new application, well, this makes sense because we saw those Genpact items in the removed applications. So now we have some new ones. Genpact Digital Health, streamline clinical case management and fostering personalized care with actionable insights. Key features on the functional side: clinical summary, patient portal, capturing patient preference, actionable insights and analytics, automated time tracking, provider network for referrals, claims management. On the technical side, fully hosted and managed, cloud-based and scalable, centralized configurable workflow, integration ready, and mobile enabled. They do have not really screenshots. Well, I guess it is. It's a mobile device showing a login screen for welcome to Genpact Health. Next one is showing the menuing for that same, I guess someone logged in, showing registration, my appointments, my interactions, and tours for Tommy Thompson. Next screenshot is showing to release information regarding my medical history, so it's a release form or release authorization, allowing them to do that in a portal, looks like. Next screenshot is showing the provider portal. We're looking at a Sarah Clark, who's a provider, and we're seeing all her information in a workspace form, including her NPI number, specialty, special focus, her gender, her degree type, languages spoken. Next screenshot is showing what am I looking at? The About Me for Tommy Thompson on a portal. And on the left-hand side, there's a to-do to complete the About Me, his health information, health providers, and medications, and all that. And on the center, I think we're in the About Me section, so we see gender identity, sexual orientation, provider gender preference, language preference, etc., etc. Next screenshot is showing a task in the workspace, and it looks like it is for Tommy Thompson, the patient, and it's been assigned to a clinician named Christina Celestino, and it's a testing task. So it looks just like an incident record, but it's a case task instead. Next screenshot is showing the clinical summary for Tommy Thompson, where we've got the patient details, medications, prescriptions, allergies, conditions, payer plan, policy consents, and a more menu. And then we're back to our mobile menu showing the login screen. And that's what's new from the team at Genpact LLC. The next two are theirs as well. Genpact Lending as a Service. Automate and scale your loan processes with lending as a service. That's quite a pivot from the patient one to lending, but we'll scroll down here to the key features. On the functional side, straight through processing, bureau orchestration, KYC, I don't know what that means, risk model configuration, scorecards, multi-level approvals, and self-configuration. Technical features, fully hosted and managed, cloud-based and scalable, single tenant, InfoSec compliant, and complete auditing. They do have screenshots on this one too. First up is the credit services in the portal, showing a bunch of catalog items or record producers. Next screenshot is showing a case for a commercial loan with complete with a playbook, and it's in progress, and they're in the due diligence phase, and it's under KYC. Let's see if we can see what KYC means. There's no spell out of KYC, so I still don't know what it means. but it's underneath bureau request and it's above customer experience. Next screenshot is showing the underwriting risk models. So we have risk models, accounts 250,000 to a million, and then showing some criteria and a calculation for those. And then we're back to our screenshot of the credit services on the portal. And that's what's new from Genpact LLC and their third new release, Genpact Source to Pay as a Service, a centralized and efficient digital source to pay experience for procurement and accounts payable stakeholders. Key features on the functional side, wow, we have a lot here on the key feature side. Sourcing and procurement process orchestration, supplier portal and supplier onboarding, accounts payable automation, machine learning based invoice extraction, omnichannel engagement, unified procurement agent workspace, unified accounts payable specialist workspace, routing and agent assist, operational playbooks, and actionable insights and analytics. We have a group of technical features here as well. They are fully hosted and managed, cloud scalable or cloud-based and scalable, single tenant, AI-enabled self-service, mobile-enabled, centralized configurable workflow, and integration ready. They have procurement accelerators, including guided buying, buying channels, buying assistant, buy desk, and procurement dashboards. And they have accounts payable accelerators, such as invoicing connectors, invoice ingestion, anomaly detection, standardized or standard help desk templates, working capital improvement, and AP outcome dashboards. Whew, that was a big key features section. We have screenshots for this application. First up is a portal showing Julie logged in and saying it's nice to see you here, and she's searching for a pen. And it has a list of, or a catalog of different types of pens she can purchase. Next screenshot is showing the agent or virtual agent, and there's some all topics under Genpact Procurement Accelerator, and there's cancel PR or PO, or purchase request, I guess, create PR, edit PR, find category manager, get vendor info, and then some other options down below that. Next screenshot is showing a renew a contract form on the portal. Next screenshot is showing a dashboard for Genpact Procurement Accelerator. It's really, really tiny though, so I can't really read any of it, but it's got pretty charts and graphs. Next screenshot is a invoice processing in the source to pay workspace. We're looking at invoice case. So invoice details on the left, invoice image on the right hand side, and notes in the middle. And then we're back to the catalog screenshot that we saw at the beginning. And that's what's new from Genpact LLC. Our next new release, Hexaware Email Parser. Parse and transform emails to dynamically populate records. Let's scroll down here to the key features. Configurable solution to parse email based on various combinations. Ability to configure keywords-based rules. Ability to configure sender-based rules. Different rules can have different weightage. Weightage? It's a weird word. Ability to attach templates to specify the transformation. First screenshot is showing the T rule definition for sender-based. It's a parsing rule for an incident, basically, and it's looking at the incident table, and then there's a bunch of rules based on the sender that have a priority, a weightage, and not a priority, a weightage, conditions, and whether it's active or not. Next screenshot is showing the rules based on keywords. Again, there's a weightage, the keywords themselves, and whether it's active or not. And the next screenshot is showing a transformation rule for based on keywords, monitor, computer, and printer, and it's applying a template based on those keywords, it looks like. Next screenshot is showing the mail parser transformation rule has been applied in the work notes. It's got someone's name on it, so that's interesting. Next screenshot is the first screenshot we saw, which is a list of the actual rules based on sender. And that's what's new from the team at Hexaware Technologies, Inc. All right, our next new application is Platformation Self-Healing CMDB Approach. The Self-Healing CMDB solution ensures a high-quality CMDB, optimizing your processes to be more efficient, cost-effective, fast, and secure. Key features on the functional side: governance and operating model, including roles and responsibilities, processes and policy, data models, CI and service lifecycle management processes, CSDM implementation, including service definition and modeling, workshop, training, and communication materials. On the technical side, CMDB dashboards and workspaces, workflows, catalog items, audit rules, service graph connectors, digital portfolio management, AI search, ML-based service mapping, IRE configuration, and discovery configuration. Lots of stuff in this one. We'd have some marketing information or maybe some design stuff, but it's showing their approach for their self-healing CMDB in a nice visual way. Next screenshot is again a diagram showing kind of a visual of the architecture for this self-healing CMDB. Next one is a video. We're not going to watch that, and that's it. That is what's new from the team at Platformation BV. Our next new release is Relish Data Assure. Automate, validate, and secure your supplier data. Key features: seamless validation, real-time checks for supplier data compliance with recognized sanctions, and more. Global reach, supplier data validation in 110 plus countries to cover your risk wherever your business operates. Quick implementation, rapid deployments with an integration-first approach, get started without delays, and transparency. Auditable and reportable validations ensure complete clarity at every stage. There's no screenshots. There is a video. If you're interested, go check that out. And that's what's new from Relish IQ Incorporated. All right, our next new release is going to be Service Graph Connector for Tenable, API access for Tenable asset and vulnerability modules, sync IT assets and security assets between ServiceNow and Tenable. Key features: the app is a prerequisite for all other Tenable apps in the ServiceNow Store, synchronize Tenable vulnerability management assets to ServiceNow, synchronize Tenable security center assets to ServiceNow, synchronize Tenable OT security assets to ServiceNow, synchronize ServiceNow configuration items to Tenable vulnerability management, create asset groups in Tenable security center with filters from ServiceNow, complete control over what assets are automatically created as configuration items, and ServiceNow operational technology certified. Let's scroll up. We do have some screenshots for this one. First up is going to be guided setup. I was going to say it looks like guided setup, and it says guided setup right at the top. So this is the Service Graph Connector for Tenable guided setup, just showing how you would get started doing that. The next one is more of the guided setup for picking the type of setup you wish to configure. Next screenshot is showing all the Tenable scheduled imports. Next screenshot is showing a list of all the Tenable connectors. And then we're back to our guided setup screen, and that's what's new from the team at Tenable. Our next new release is going to be Silver Fort Access Analysis. Integrate with Silver Fort Access Analysis is their tagline, and key features: integrates with Silver Fort's Access Analysis APIs to reflect IP address and fully qualified domain name changes when they update in the CNDB_CI_APPL or application table. First screenshot is showing the Silver Fort Access Analysis configurations, API key, a base URL, and a JWT provider. Second screenshot is showing their support information. Next screenshot is showing their application menu for Silver Fort Access Analysis. And then we're back to our configuration screenshot, which was the first screenshot, and that's what's new from Silver Fort Ltd. Our next new release is Terramind. Integrates with Terramind application to alert and log behavior incidents using customizable filters. Key features: Terramind app for ServiceNow provides seamless integration between Terramind's award-winning behavioral analytics platform and ServiceNow for creation and management of ITSM cases and security incidents. Take advantage of Terramind's exhaustive and high-fidelity telemetry collection, advanced OCR functionality, powerful real-time analytics capabilities, and more to stay one step ahead of meaningful behavior patterns in your organization. Then create and update relevant cases via your existing ServiceNow workflows. There's a little bit more there in the key features section, but I'll leave that to you to read. Let's scroll back up and check out the screenshots. First one, haven't seen this in a while, is a screenshot of the Studio application. This is the legacy, or what's soon to be called the legacy Studio application. It's showing a system property for the admin instance URL. Next screenshot is the system property for monitor TM token. Not really sure what that is, but it's a password. So I guess that's where you put in the URL and the password. Next screenshot is showing we're in, looks like App Engine Studio, and we're looking at a data table and form for the script execution logs. And so we have a list of execution logs there. Next screenshot is still in App Engine Studio, showing a list of Terramind incidents. Next screenshot is the first screenshot, which was the admin instance URL, and that's what's new from the team at Terramind Incorporated. We have to go to page 2. I haven't had to do this in a long time on new releases. Page 2 includes another one from Royal Cyber Inc. It's called WinOps Pro. Automate Windows operations with workflows. Key features: it is a robust solution designed to automate and streamline Windows administrative tasks directly within the ServiceNow platform. When users submit requests for Windows admin tasks, the application reviews the request, routes it for approval, and automatically executes the required steps on the Windows machine using PowerShell scripts. Once the task is completed, the user is notified via email. Whether it's setting up access, modifying user permissions, or managing system configuration, the tool helps minimize manual intervention and ensures faster, error-free execution of critical administrative tasks. First screenshot is a screenshot of Flow Designer homepage showing the two actions in this application: implicit mid-server script and explicit mid-server script. Second screenshot is a PowerShell test flow, triggering from the service catalog and then showing it moving through, getting the catalog items, updating the requested item record, exploiting explicit mid-server script, so executing that mid-server script, and then updating the requested item record. Second is showing the flow execution for the one we just looked at, and then we're back to our original screenshot of the actions on the Workflow Studio homepage. And that's what's new from Royal Cyber Incorporated. Next new release, and the next four, I think, are all the same company. Zeb Model Deduplicator. Normalize the asset inventory and say no to duplicate models. Let's scroll down here to the key features. Duplicate identification. Zeb Model Deduplicator effortlessly identifies duplicate models, reducing clutter and data inconsistencies. Authorized model tracking. Keep tabs on authorized models and effortlessly create tasks associated with them, ensuring data reliability. Task-based workflow. The structured workflow guides you through a duplicate model management process from initial verification to archiving and review. Workspace view. Experience user-friendly interface with the workspace view, reducing cognitive load and increasing user efficiency. Reporting. Generate custom reports to gain valuable insights into the progress and status of duplicate model removal tasks, facilitating data-driven decisions. And notifications. Zeb Model Deduplicator keeps you informed every step of the way with notifications for process initiation and completion, ensuring you're always in the loop. First screenshot for this new app is showing the duplicate models task and a remediation action and the duplicate details. Next screenshot is showing the duplicate removal task with a short description and a description with some steps to follow. And then the next screenshot is showing a duplicate removal task that is a work in progress. Just looks a little bit different than the last one. And the next screenshot is a duplicate removal task looking a little differently than the last one. And then same thing, a duplicate removal task, but there's an attachment on this one and a work note with the attachment, I guess. Next screenshot is showing another duplicate removal task. And then we're back to the first screenshot of duplicate models. And that is what's new from the team at Zeb AI Inc. And I believe the next four belong to them too. Zeb PDF Creator. Abstracting ServiceNow request fulfillment details is no longer a challenge. Key features. PDF generation configuration. Zeb PDF Creator enables administrators to configure PDF settings encompassing details like requested item, catalog tasks, approvals, and organizational branding, header and footer for a specific catalog item. Generate PDF. End users can generate PDF on the request submission page after the request is completed. PDF template configuration. The system stores the PDF template configuration settings in a custom table, determining the content to be included in generated PDFs. Dynamic PDF naming. Generated PDFs adopt a dynamic naming convention, including the requested item number and the requester's name. PDF attachment. Generate PDF function attaches the generated PDF to the corresponding requested item record and displays it in the standard ticket page. All right, we got screenshots. First one is a PDF template for a loaner laptop. And then we can select the primary information to include, like requested item, catalog task, and approvals. Next screenshot is showing the PDF header/footer. Next one is showing the generate PDF button on the portal when you're looking at a requested item record. Next screenshot is showing the generated PDF. Next screenshot is the first screenshot showing the PDF template, and that's what's new from Zeb AI Incorporated. The next new release from Zeb AI Incorporated is Zeb Widget Hub, the ultimate collection of high-performance widgets. Key features: manage watch list, effortlessly include watch list users directly from the portal without the need for intricate ticket form configurations. Widget branding, manage watch list seamlessly blends with your portal's branding, creating an intuitive and user-friendly experience. And widget customization, customize widgets to meet your organizational needs, adjusting display settings and interactions for ultimate flexibility. We do have screenshots for this one. First up is the portal showing a requested item, and it's an adapter for MacBook Pro. And the right-hand side has a widget I've never seen before for send status updates to, and you can search for users and then hit the update list button. Second screenshot shows that same widget with David Dan listed as the user, and then David Liu listed as a user down below that. Next screenshot shows a zoomed-in version of that same widget with David Dan and a list of users who are being searched. And then we're back to the first screenshot. And that's what's new from the team at Zeb AI Incorporated. Next one from Zeb AI Incorporated is ZebX, enhance efficiency through personalized branding and dynamic widgets. Key features: user-friendly interfaces designed with the user in mind. ZebX widgets enhance the user experience by offering intuitive interfaces that simplify navigation and improve the overall ease of use. Multifunctionality, offering a broad spectrum of capabilities, ZebX widgets enable users to perform various tasks, access information readily, and carry out actions efficiently within the ServiceNow ecosystem. Simplified integration, ZebX widgets are designed for straightforward integration, providing a hassle-free setup and configuration experience on the ServiceNow platform. Device responsive experience, the widgets feature a responsive design that guarantees optimal performance and aesthetics across a variety of devices, from desktop computers to mobile device like tablets and smartphones. And security, ensuring adherence to rigorous security protocols, ZebX widgets maintain high standards for data security and privacy, meeting compliance requirements and fostering trust among users and stakeholders. We do have some pictures of devices, so a computer, a tablet, and a phone showing a portal. And then next one is showing the same thing with a different portal, and a different portal, and a different portal, and back to the first portal. So it's basically pictures of devices with portals showing on it. And that's what's new from the team at Zeb AI Inc. And for their last new application is ZebX Premium, or Platinum, Enhance, Engage, Achieve, streamline portals with intuitive navigation, quickly connect to services, boosting productivity and personalizing experience. Key features, user-friendly interface. It comes equipped with an extensive range of customization choices, granting you the flexibility to modify the design to match your distinct brand identity and aesthetic preferences. Multifunctionality, the design of ZebX Platinum widgets is centered around enhancing user interactions by providing straightforward, user-centric interfaces that facilitate easier navigation and improve overall functionality. Simplified integration, with ZebX Platinum widgets, expect a smooth and straightforward setup process within the ServiceNow platform, making the integration experience seamless for administrators. Device responsive experience, ZebX Platinum ensures a consistent user experience across different devices, from desktops and tablets to smartphones with its responsive design approach. And security, ZebX Platinum widgets are aligned with rigorous security guidelines and compliance standards, safeguarding data integrity, ensuring the privacy of information, and meeting compliance demands for dependable user use by users and stakeholders. Lots of words there. And then we have the same collection of portal pictures on tablets, phones, and computers that I'm not going to click on this time because it's more the same. But that is what's new from the team at Zeb AI Incorporated, and that is all of our new releases for this episode, which leaves us just with the highlights. We only have 4 of them this week. First up on the list is BS Connects, updated to version of 5.7.0, and in this version that they're calling Cheetah, options for interaction management, dialing rules for call history, directory lookup timing configurable, API enhancement, and WXCC support deprecated. Our next highlight is going to be Flexera 1. It was updated to version 1.4.401, and in this version, it includes the following new capabilities as well as some resolved issues. The new capabilities include option for enhanced logging for import failures, additional data mapping added for computer tables and Netgear tables, optimized logic for updating the start date and end date for hardware lifecycle, optimized logic for updating computer records, updated the logic of primary key for the discovery model and software installation, updated reclassify hardware logic to cover virtualization servers, and simplified Flexera 1 ServiceNow app navigation and added a new get support page. There is a list of resolved there's one resolved issue. Sorry, there's not a list of them. Resolved an issue with serial number updates and software inventory RTE. All right, our next highlight is going to be the Rights Management app was updated to version 1.3.77. And I included this one because it's interesting and they used emojis. It's actually a minor release, but they, in this version of the Rights Management app, included the ability to update the full name of an AD user and add and update the user's extension attributes with a strength flexed arm emoji, add a sponsor on an Azure AD guest user account, have an owner in AD groups, and use new actions like import Azure AD and AD user managers, import sponsors, hide user from mailbox, and more with a star eye emoji. All right, and we have one more highlight left for the episode, and that's UDesign. It was updated to version 1.4.0, and they included a really, really nice set of release notes. For those of you that are listening, I'm kind of scrolling through it. There's a section for new features, a section for improvements with a whole bunch of stuff listed, a section for fixes, and then a full release notes link over on docs.udesign.app for version 1.4. But let's take a look at the new features at least. On the new features side, introduce the template feature, enabling users to save reusable selections of board content that can be easily applied to any board. Added show unique relationship option to load dependencies and hop. Enabled the ability to copy and paste board content between tabs within the same browser. Introduced legends for real-time indicators when exporting content. Editors can now create team spaces based on a new global setting active by default. Added a global setting for parent field configuration and hierarchies, and introduced tooltips for the diagramming and data hub panels. But I'll leave the rest of that to read for you because I won't have a voice left if I try to read all of that. And that is our entire episode. So let's recap what you just saw or heard. 26 new releases, 4 highlights, 4 compatibility updates, 10 minor updates, 5 ghosts or removed applications, 8 fixes, 1 downgrade, and 4 release notes fails. I apologize if you heard or saw it during the podcast or the show. My nose is driving me nuts. It's itching like crazy and I have no idea why. But I hope that you found this information helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what's new, what was updated, and what was removed from the ServiceNow store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning. Hey.